T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're all well. Can you hear me? Can you see me, people? Can you hear me? How about now? I need something in the comments that lets me know you can hear me. You can hear me now. Cool. Nice. Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to Kopish as always. When we get behind the mic, please make you subscribe, comment, and like. On the road to 30,000 subs, guys. We're about 150 away, people. 150 away from 30,000 subs, which is crazy. Two things. Firstly, massive shout out to everyone who wished me a happy birthday on comments, sent me DMs, etc. Really appreciate you. Very humbled. So thank you very much. And today is another one of the Kopish brothers' birthday. It is man like Matt's birthday. So before we go any further, guys, make sure you spam the comment section with happy birthday, Matt. And Matt, this is for you, brother. Nice. So people, I'm not gonna. Well, no, I'm like almost mid-30s now, so I'm getting old. I'm coming up to retirement age, people. It's not looking good. The knees aren't what they used to be. The back ain't what it used to be. I still ain't got a beard. But shout out to Vinny. I still got my hair. Shout out to Ike, Boss Barbers, Icon Barbers. Still got my hair, still going strong up top. No, El Silver, I'm mid-30s. I wish I was 24. I am far from 24. No, Ethan, I'm not Milner's age. I'm not there yet. Not 59, Amit. Don't do that. And big up to you all. As I said, really happy and touched and moved by the messages you guys sent. So thank you very much. Right. Obviously the game, as you guys will know, has been delayed by 15 minutes. So we'll kick off in about 10 minutes. People, we got to speak about the elephant in the room, innit? No Lavia bid rejected for the third time. There's two types of teams. Also, should I say there's two types of negotiations when it comes to transfers. I call it the butcher's approach and I call it the Tesco approach. For anyone who's not from the UK, Tesco is like our main supermarket in this country. I know you guys in America have got Walmart, and in Barbados, for example, I think you've got Chefette and places like that. Tesco is the main place in the UK, so I use Tesco as an analogy. And I think butchers, everyone knows what a butcher's is, right? When you go into the butchers, you can haggle on prices, right? You can say, what's a moxtail? Butcher says it's going to be X amount. You go, oh, come on, do it for a bit less than that. You can haggle with the butchers, right? When you go into Tesco, never in my life have I seen anyone successfully go up to Tesco, go up to the cashier or go up to the self-service and go, this is valued at £20, but I want to get it for 15. I've never once heard anyone do that. And I've never once, if anyone has done it, I've never seen or heard of it being successful. They have a set price. Southampton are Tesco right now. And they have a product that Liverpool Football Club, the customer wants. But instead of going in and just picking up the product, taking it to the self-checkout, scanning it, putting it on the weight bit, paying for it, and then taking it home, going down to your car and driving home, we're treating Tesco like it's the butchers. But what are we doing here? This is Klopp's first choice, supposedly Klopp's first choice. And we're haggling over 4 or 5 million. For what reason? What are you gaining over haggling for about 4 or 5 million? Straight away, LFC R786. Okay, how are you going to blame Klopp? Not once have you heard me. Again, you guys will create agendas because I've got the balls to question when Klopp does something wrong. Not once have I mentioned Klopp. This ain't on Klopp. This one ain't on Klopp. This one is not on Jurgen Klopp. This is on the people who have the purse strings. And we all know who have the purse strings. Now, let's be honest. We can sit there and we can say, should it be Lavia? Should Lavia cost this amount? Probably not. Should he or not? Should he be the one? Maybe not. Maybe not. But this is the one that Klopp wants. This is the one Klopp wants, guys. So whether we agree or disagree, the manager is the one who wants this player. If there was a valuation difference of around 20 mil or 15 mil, even 10 mil, I'd go, no, do you know what, bun it, not 10 mil. I'd say 15 mil and above. I'd go, you know what, fair enough. I mean, have you got an alternative? But when there's no alternative, when you're haggling over 5 mil and we don't have anyone in that position right now, go and pay the money. What on earth are we doing? And genuinely, and again, I'm going to ask this question, and with the greatest respect, and you guys have all got your own minds, and it's why we love you as a community. But I'm going to ask you respectfully. I'm going to ask a question, and anyone who responds to the question with a response, please don't belittle that person. Please don't abuse that person. Don't be rude to that person or those people. But I'm genuinely going to ask a question. Who here is still FSG in and why? Because right now, again, no shame in my game. I've been FSG out for as long as I could. Since 2013, I can go back and show you tweets and stuff I sent back in 2013 and 2014. I've been FSG out. And I get some people thought I was going overboard then. Fair enough. I saw things that I've kind of seen come to light now. I'm not saying I'm some oracle or I can see into the future, but I just saw certain things that I didn't like. Again, MP, Jamie Phillips isn't even FSG in. I speak to Jamie all the time. He's not even FSG in. K-Mac, shout out to K-Mac, by the way. I don't actually know K-Mac on a personal level. I think we maybe have done one stream together, so I don't actually know K-Mac's stance. I know Jamie's not FSG in. We've had conversations. Jamie is FSG, just sort yourselves out. He's not really in or out. I'm FSG out. I've made that clear. But I genuinely know, is anyone still FSG in? And if you are still FSG in, can I ask why? Can I ask what the reasoning behind it is? Because again, all I see is a football club who's meant to be able to go and acquire top talent, not being able to go and acquire top talent. And the issue I have, hold on, do I see Zaviri? Oh, you guys are saying Zabiri again. Zabiri, here's the thing. Zabiri again is more Liverpool in than anything. I think he likes the owners. I think he sees something in the owners that most of us don't see. But Zabiri's Liverpool first, if I'm going to be honest. Like, and again, I have the pleasure of speaking to some of you guys outside of the chat, so I'm able to get into more detail about some of the things you say and some of the things you believe in. But why are these owners still here? And I've got to ask a question now, and this is not me trying to cop out. This is me genuinely asking the question: how and what do we do to get these owners to sell up or to leave Liverpool Football Club? Because I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Himanshu, bro, if you send me a link to your YouTube URL, I'll do that as soon as you send it. Send it to me on Twitter, please, bro. Shout out to Sean Blackmore in the comments. Big up yourself, bro. I owe you a phone call, Sean. I will get around to doing that, bro. I don't know. Like, what do we do to get these lot out? Like, and I'm genuinely asking. Again, I'm not saying I want to see us tear down buildings. In fact, you know what? With all due respect, I'm not even not saying that anymore. But what do we genuinely do? What do we genuinely do to get these guys out? I think Simon, shout out to big up Simon as always, saying believes they will sell when Klopp goes. What good is that? What good is that? And again, I know some of you think I chat crap and you think I'm just negative all the time, but again, like, they're not kind of proving me wrong. I want to be proven wrong. Jamrock, talk to me, Jamrock. I'm glad you're here. Big up yourself, Jamrock. Saying Lavia isn't a money thing, Cal. Jamrock, what is it then, bro? Because I don't know what it is anymore. Like, I'm at a point now I'm kind of broken with this club. It's rinse and repeat. Like, how are we leaving ourselves short? And again, I'm going to say this, and I know you guys are going to spin it. I genuinely believe we went into this window thinking we only needed 2 midfielders. And we signed those 2 midfielders before preseason started, and we were happy with them as a club. I'm not talking about us fans, as a club. The moment Fabinho and Hendo left, I think that's when the plans got changed. I think we were looking at Lavia, but I don't think we were that committed. However, because Fabinho and Henderson left, I think it went from being an admiration to a necessity. Respectfully, if the club sat there and said, we only need 2 midfielders after the season we just had, all of them need to go. All of them need to go. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles could see that we needed more than 2 players. If I'm not mistaken, I saw something come out today that Thuram only wants PSG or only has ever wanted PSG. If that's the case, why were we pushing so hard for Thuram potentially? Or was that, again, just media crap? Apparently, it's Smatka who wants Kone, not Jurgen Klopp. So what are we doing there? What's Smatka's role here? Because Smatka, all he's done so far is just trigger release clauses. And let's be real, Julian Ward did McAllister, and loans brought in Szoboszlai. So what's Smatka's role? Is Smatka's role to just sell players? Because if that's the case, he's doing well with selling Fabinho and Henderson. But what is his role? Is his role not to be doing 2 things? Is it not to be selling and buying? Shout out to EMJP316. Again, another person, me and you disagree sometimes, bro, but we're able to articulate. Where is the centre-back? Where is the central defender? Are you telling me right now Levi Colwill is the only centre-back in world football that we thought is good enough to play for Liverpool Football Club? Who the hell is doing this? Himanshu, yeah, DM me on Insta, please, bro. I have no idea why Twitter's telling you to do that. I have no idea because I've not even got a blue tick for Twitter. But sorry to cut topics. Seriously, how is this happening? Again, me and Drifty go back and forth about certain things Klopp doesn't. For me, this cannot be on Klopp. Klopp's already said he wants a midfielder. He's already said he wanted a centre-back, if I'm not mistaken. Where are the players? Where are the players? Game just kicked off, people. I'm not going to bore you anymore. Not going to bore you anymore. Just know that I'm feeling it. As a Liverpool fan, I'm really feeling it. This hurts. It hurts to see my club like this. It really hurts to see my club like this with no backbone, it seems. It really hurts. I'm going to get the timer ready for you guys shortly, and then I'll read out the starting lineup. But this one really hurts, people. I'm not even going to front. I thought we'd pass this nonsense, and we haven't. Still here doing the same nonsense, doing the same thing every single year, every single season, and things aren't changing. We aren't changing. But we expect different results. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Paul McAllister's coming in to be a lone 6 now. Probably the position he's going to have to play against Chelsea. Time is going, people. Right. Let me read out the starting lineup for you guys. Sorry, Jamrock. Sorry. Sam's Fitness, big up yourself. Got your birthday message as well, bro. Hope you're recovering as well. I was meant to reach out to you. Hope you're recovering okay as well, bro. I had a little bit of a break from the exercise and the healthy eating over the weekend due to it being my birthday weekend, and I had a wedding. Shout out to my god sister and her new husband as well. And then met up with a very special friend yesterday. Took the kids out. Shout out to that very special friend of mine as well. Me, the missus, had a good day yesterday as well with that special friend. So big up. But Sam, big up yourself. Hope you're recovering well. Jamrock. Klopp wants a midfielder and a centre-back. The question you shouldn't ask is whether they want it or not. The question is who fits the profile they want. So, Jamrock, what happens if no one fits the profile? Do we just not buy anyone? Jamrock, again, so I'm asking you, Jamrock. I'm not even trying to debate you here because I don't know the answers. Who's being too picky? Who is it at the club that's being too picky? Because if Klopp's saying that he wants Lavia, which might be picky, and the club saying it's 50 mil for him, then shouldn't we just do it? This is why I struggle. I struggle with what's going on. Who is it that's being negligent? Who is it that's doing this? Caicedo. Everyone knows Caicedo's on the market. Yeah, it's going to cost a lot to get him, but everyone knows it's Caicedo. I just don't know, man. I don't know. I'm really finding it difficult. I'm finding it difficult, people. All right, let me read out the starting lineup for you guys first and foremost. So, in goal, Alisson Becker. Right back is Trent. Hold on. Monts from Big Six is calling me. Give me a sec, guys. Monts, bro. I'm live. Yeah. Watchalong, bro. No. Just gonna be with me shortly. The people can hear you briefly a little. Well, they can't hear. They can hear me talking to you. I'll make sure they drop a subscribe. Yeah. Cool. All right, then, bro. All right, people, go and subscribe to Big Six Bants. Months, catch up with you in a bit, bro. Bless up, brother. In defense, Trent, Konate, Virgil, Robbo. In midfield, in the 6 is McAllister. Left of the three is Gakpo. Right of the three is Szoboszlai. Salah up top, who's just scored. I don't know if he'll be ruled out or not. Nope, it's ruled in. Salah's just scored. Jota and Diaz making up the front three, which is my preferred front three. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's my preferred front three. Gakpo doing the midfield role. How about that, people? How about that? If you can, you know how it goes by now, people. You know how it goes. Big up, brother Monts. Go and subscribe to his channel, please, people. You know how it goes, guys, by now. When you see Gakpo midfield, flower emojis, please, respectfully. I called this when we signed him, and I got ridiculed and laughed at quite hard. So I think it's only right that, I get my flowers. It's not something I wanted to be right about, but we're here now. So respectfully, again, if I could just get my flowers from you, that would be amazing. So I think I deserve this. I think I deserve this. 1-0 Liverpool. Guess who? Mo Salah with another goal. If you haven't already, guys, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, have some new merch coming out soon as well, people. So make sure you look out for that. That will be dropping very, very soon. So please make sure you look out for that as well. Let's get back to some of this Lavia talk and stuff. Jamrock, who is it you think that's being picky, bro? And this stuff about Lavia being cut tied if he plays tomorrow, can someone just enlighten me on that, please? What does that mean? Cut tied for which competition as well? You let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know what's going on. Carabao. I'm surely you can. Surely you can play Carabao with two teams. Surely you can. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Enlighten me, please, guys, if you can. If I'm wrong, do let me know. Liverpool 1-0 up at the moment. A goal courtesy of Mo Salah. A little scramble in the box after a corner. The Egyptian king gets the ball first and smashes it low and hard into the goal. Oh, so the cup tie rule is changed. I mean, let's be real. If we only get Lavia, then Lavia won't be playing Carabao Cup. We won't be able to play him in the Carabao Cup because Salah's in again. The Jota 2-0. 2-0. Front three don't look too bad, do they, guys? I think I might see some more flower emojis in the chat by the end of this first half. No. 2 out of 3 scoring goals. Imagine that. Seemed to be working well. Good pressure and good hustle by Salah there. Did really well to win the ball back. Laid it on a plate for Jota. Jota with a great finish. Great finish by Jota. All right, let me have some of these super chats while we're just celebrating. Himanshu says, happy birthday, Cal. When is the next calling show? Next calling show, Himanshu, will be the end of the month, bro. Hey, it's a special one. Big up my bro, it's Stro. My bro, run up the lights, guys, and so support. Big up yourself, Stro. Hope you're well, brother. Big up to H. Says, after Jan 2021, FSG in makes 0 cents. I agree. Shout out to Kelvin for your super chat as well. Hey, he says, I almost wet myself laughing when I heard today apparently we opted out of Turan because it didn't make financial sense. All right, so that one I want to speak about, actually. That one I don't agree with. I think Szoboszlai coming in changed the tune. Salah's on the ball here. Szoboszlai almost through there. That one, I think we wanted Thuram, found out we could get Szoboszlai and thought, well, if we can get Szoboszlai, there's no point getting Thuram. That doesn't concern me because you cannot sign every single player out there. Szoboszlai is a more expensive financial package than Thuram. So again, I don't see the issue there. I think we opted for Szoboszlai instead of Thuram. What does concern Liverpool? They're through and they've scored. Oh, I don't even know how that bloody happened. I don't even know how that happened. It's cool though. It's cool though. We'll challenge for the league because we can outscore everyone. Let's see how they even scored this. Wait, goodness me, that is easy. Goodness me, that is easy. Do we have to have such a high line? Wow. Okie dokes. No centre back coming. This should be a fun season. Cat Sunday says, just a reminder for the FSG inners, Red Sox journalists and fans are angry that the Red Sox are now being referred to as underdogs, just like FLFC F sake. Yeah, again, so regarding the Thuram situation, I don't get that one. I don't see why we're all up in arms about that one. We bought Szoboszlai instead of Thuram, in my opinion. I don't think that's crazy, in my opinion. I don't think that's a silly thing to do. My issue is you need a ball winning 8 and you need a number 6. Lavia is obviously the 6 you want. Again, I'm hearing that Kone is wanted by Schmatke, and Schmatke is trying to convince Kone, but Klopp don't want Kone. Those are the murmurs I'm hearing. Which, if that is the case, then I don't know what Klopp wants. I genuinely don't, because he's about as ready-made as a ball-winning number 8 as you can get. Someone who can cover the 6 as well, and he wouldn't cost a lot of money. Can we just get it done, please? Oh, bloody hell. This high line stuff ain't working, man. This high line stuff ain't working. All right, so Jamrock, you're saying Klopp's particular. Again, this is not me trying to get it before anyone tries to make this a me versus Jamrock thing. It's not that. And guys, don't pile on Jamrock either. He's giving his opinion and what he perceives is going on as well. Is Klopp solely in charge of transfers? Genuine question. Or is there a committee there that can go, Klopp, we need someone in this position. This is the one to go and get. Or is Klopp the one that literally says yes or no? Because if that's the case, then maybe we need to assess that. Oh, why is it so hard to figure out this club? Why is it so hard? Could all be so simple. Just try and get the right players and the best players for the team, for the position. Everyone else is doing it, but we're the only ones that seem to find it difficult. I just don't get it, man. So, Jammer, you're saying even if we can strike a deal and Klopp doesn't want it, it won't happen. So has he got too much power? Again, I don't know. I don't know because look, I get it from one side that if it's the manager who's going to be playing the players, then the manager should get the players that they want. But then if the manager's being too picky, then someone should be able to step in and be like, "No, enough's enough here." But at the same time, when the owners are just trash, when the owners don't want to pay up any money, when the owners don't want to learn about football, this is the situation we get into. So is it like, will this change if we get new owners or not? Because I don't get what's going on. Boy, I don't know, man. Anyway, Liverpool. Oh, Bad tackle on Jota there. Liverpool 2-1 up at the minute. Goals from Salah and Jota for Darmstadt. Got a goal back to make it 2-1. Do you know what? Jaskaran, this is point. Not gonna lie, that goal we conceded from the system, we need to adapt it. Look, this is where this is where I will criticize Klopp. Like, this is where I will criticize Klopp. Like, you see the situation, but you're not doing anything about it, or you're just sticking to it. Like, that's not good management. The high line is becoming easier and easier to break every single season, and it seems like we're just not adapting. We're not changing. We don't need to be up at the halfway line. I don't get it. But again, what do I say? What do I do? Do smash the like button if you haven't already, guys. Liverpool 2, Darmstadt 1 at the moment. Let me ask you guys a question. Is this the first lineup of the season? As in, do you think this is going to be our starting lineup against Chelsea? If so, how confident are you guys going into that game? Almost 2-2. Fortunate not to concede again. EMJP says, think Jones starts ahead of Gakpo. Jones has got a slight knock. Nothing serious, apparently, but Jones has got a slight knock. It's a poor pass from Virgil. Big up to Stephen Borman. Big up yourself, bro. And Manshi says, I sent you the link on Instacart. I'll get that sorted. Manshi, yeah, I'll get that sorted for you now, bro. Thank you. Get you modded up. Guys, if you want to become a mod for the channel as well, just send me a DM on Twitter or Insta, and then during the show, just put it as a comment. You don't have to super chat, just put it as a comment, and I'll get that sorted for you guys. The one rule we have as a mod: don't block people unless they are just going overboard, rude, or spamming. Even spamming, maybe just like put someone in a timeout, but don't just block anyone just like for a difference of opinion and stuff like that. Like, we try and keep it as open as possible in sense of we want as many people to be heard and have their opinions voiced as well. So difference of opinions, fine, just nothing where you're being insulting to anyone else or anything like that. So just keep that in mind, please, people. If you're going to become mods, Himanshu, I'll get that sorted for you ASAP as well. And thank you for what you do as well, Himanshu. You're a legend in this. So thank you very much. Where are we? EMJP says, what's the pay like? I swear if we could pay all of you, we would. Trust me. Shout out to Jersey Boy in the building. Be like yourself, bro. Yeah, I'll definitely make you a mod as well, Jersey Boy. As I said, anyone, guys, if you want to be a mod, just hit me up in Twitter or Twitter or Instagram DMs, and I'll get that sorted. Yes, talking about mods, if you can deal with that spammer as well, that'd be fantastic. Rooks, you can take 100k out of your salary, Cal. If I take 100k out of my salary, I'll be in the high negatives. And I don't need that sort of drama. Also, guys, on the road to 30,000 subs, about 100 or 140 away now. So, guys, please help us get there. We want to try and get there before the season starts if we can. That'd be amazing. So, please, if you can, help your guys out. That would be so appreciated, please, people. So, if you can do that, that would be amazing. What do you guys think about Gakpo playing in midfield at the moment as well? Obviously, I know I joke about it and all that stuff. How are you guys feeling about it? A couple of you said you don't like Gakpo in the 8. I actually don't think he looks bad in the 8. I can't lie. I actually think he looks decent in the 8. Force 9, obviously, ID. Oh, Verge, you're playing Robbo in trouble. Turn out there, man. Love McAllister. He's too lightweight to play in the 6, though, man. Diaz has had a quiet game as well. Ball over to Trent. If you've noticed, guys, Trent hasn't really been playing the inverted role. He's been playing as an out-and-out right back. That's the first time I've kind of seen him get forward and do anything with a ball. I can see Gakpo getting fouled a lot and not getting many decisions. And the reason is that the guy just doesn't go down to ground easily. He likes to battle and actually likes to play football and doesn't like to just throw himself to the floor. But we know what our officials are like. They're not going to give free kicks unless a player sometimes does throw themselves on the floor, which is not ideal. You shouldn't have to do that to win anything. Jamrock, I'm like you. I'm not like Lavia wouldn't have been like within my first 3 or 4 choices. But if this is the one that Klopp wants, let's just go and get him. Let's stop haggling. Let's just go and do what we need to do. Stephen says, well, Cal and Team Kop-Ish, it's been a while since I've been on, but gonna come back for the review reactions now and do more of them this season. Big up yourself, Stephen Somerville. It has been a while, bro. I hope you're well. Miss you on the viewers reviews, can't lie. But good that you're reaching out, and thank you. Appreciate you, man. Oh, Red Scout TV, I'm with you. I don't want these solutions and stuff. I don't. I just want us to go and get the players. Oh, I thought Diaz was in, but it's an offside. He doesn't even realise, and he's just skied it. Hey, shout out to Josh. I've been talking about Ben Johnson at West Ham for a little while. Apparently, Everton were close to getting him at one stage. Don't know what happened there. He's a player I'd really like at Liverpool. Guess what, girl, guys? Homegrown. Hey, he's homegrown too. So we'll see. But I'll be honest, I don't see us getting another right back. Do not see us getting a right back. I see us getting Lavia, and that's it. I think that's our window done. Which, for me, will be so negligent. Like, going into the window, we needed 3 centre midfielders. That was without selling Milner or Henderson. Sorry, Henderson or Fabinho. In fact, I would have sold one out of the 2. We needed a right back, in my opinion, and we needed a centre back. Could argue we needed another forward to deputise for Salah, but it seems like that's going to be Ben Doak. I know a lot of you are raving highly about Ben Doak. Tyler Adams, guys. The reason why I wasn't gone, Shabazz. The reason why I wasn't getting high on the Tyler Adams thing, even for 20 mil, the injuries, man. He gets injured a lot. And we for whatever reason, we just add too many players that are injured and all the time. So I'd rather not get a player who's got a bad injury record. It's one of the reasons why I ain't mentioned someone like Ousmane Dembele or players like that. Ousmane Dembele at 50 mil, which covers 2 flanks with one person, would have been amazing. But we know the injuries are they're just not good. And at Liverpool, they're only going to get worse, unfortunately. Yeah, look, as I said, Tyler Adams is a good player, guys. But the injuries, man. Brendan saying apparently Southampton want in excess of 50 mil now for Lavia. Yeah, probably do. We've been pussyfooting around, like, probably do. They probably are fed up and just being like, well, yeah. No, it is what it is. Like, the market dictates the prices. No one can tell me that Declan Rice was worth 105 million. Havertz is worth 65 mil. All these players are going, they're not worth their value, but you've got to pay what you got to pay, innit? Virgil van Dijk, at the time of buying him, wasn't a 75 million pound defender. He became a 75 million pound defender. We ain't done all these things we ain't been doing. We have to do what we have to do now. Come on, boys. Let me ask you guys a question in the comments. If not Lavia, who else? Because Declan's gone, Ugate's gone. It seems for whatever reason Klopp doesn't want Kone. Edson Alvarez looks like he's going to West Ham. Caicedo doesn't seem to be in our price range. Thuram's not a DM. Hate to break it to everyone. Just because he's 6'4" and strong, he ain't a DM, man. Who out there, guys? If not Lavia, who else? Who else at CDM could do it? I'm seeing Decore, Florentino from LFC R786. Good shouts, bro. Redondo, Kop-Ish. Talk to me. I don't know who's Redondo. Talk to me, guys. Who's Redondo? Fofana from Josh. I'm guessing that's based. I'm not. I'm not saying that's based off the game, but I know he had rave reviews when Monaco played Arsenal in the Emirates Cup. Palhinha, yeah, he got injured though, unfortunately. Zubamendi from Ryan VP. Palhinha would be my first choice if he wasn't injured, if I'm going to be honest. Redondo, talk to me about Redondo, guys. What teams he play for? And Steven 1991, Kimmich would be a dream signing, but he's not a DM. Okay, plays for Argentina juniors, 20 years old, and is a Busquets regen. All right, don't shoot me down for saying this, guys. Busquets obviously was sensational. Oh, great tackle, McAllister. You know what? Maybe we don't need a DM. No, Jota. Come on, Jota, man. Look up. Better than that. If we were to talk about Busquets, the last thing you'd speak about is sort of his athleticism and being able to get in and around the pitch and cover certain players' positions. Would he not have a problem being at Liverpool if that's, he has pace, you're saying? Oh, Busquets with pace. Okay. Come on, Kop-Ish, bro. You know me by now. You got that. You got to turn that. You got to add the pace thing in from early. You got to add that in from early. Shout out to Liverpool 12th man in the building. Says Andre Trindade, or we call him Andre Trinidad. Samu Costa, no idea. Federico Redondo, Kop-Ish was just talking about. So, we'll play from Diaz. Trent now is doing the inverted role. Kanate is out there, which means you've got Jota appearing on the right-hand side. Now Diaz, nowhere to go. Intricate football at the moment. Nothing really coming from it. That should be offside, no? Oh, come on, Robbo, man. Oh. I asked you guys, some of the names you've mentioned, are they better than Lavia? Genuine question, because again, Redondo, I can't sit here and say I know what he's like. Yusuf Fofana, I've only seen a handful of times. Andre Trindade, I haven't watched one full game of his. I've only seen highlights and compilations, and I'm going off what you guys have said, where he's very good. I know his dad. I know his dad Redondo, but I don't know how he plays. Like I know Lilian Thuram, but I also know how Kefren Thuram plays. But I don't know how young Redondo plays. Suppose I got muscled a little bit too easy there for my liking. Florentino Lewis, I've seen a few of you mention as well. Would say no to Goretzka. Dewsbury Hall, again, everyone will know I rate him, but not for DM. I'm here for a DM and a ball winning 8. Everyone knows my ball winning 8 is Kone. Zubamendi, guys, what are we saying about Zubamendi? Anyone taking Zubamendi, even though it doesn't seem like he actually wants to even leave? Oh, unlucky Gakpo. Unlucky. Good effort. Who else we got? Ricky from Torino. Anyone know Ricky? Ricky! Anyone know Ricky? I don't know Ricky. Polina, does anyone know Polina's state at the moment? Shout out to Lakers in the comments. I see you, bro. Hope you're well. Yeah, Jamrock, can I ask, guys, where did this Kone not being wanted by Klopp thing start from? Who started that? Where did that actually come from? Taylor, no, I wouldn't take Ndidi. Ndidi, again, the injuries. He seems to have really stagnated in his career as well. At one stage, Ndidi was one of the best prospects in the league. Still only like 26. Sangare, not really feeling Sangare, if I'm going to be honest. If I'm going to be completely honest. Diaz isn't having a great first half. We're trying to, again, I don't want to be negative because I know it's a friendly. It feels as though we're just bunching and crowding the center a bit too much. No one's holding any width. No one's spreading that team we're playing against. Everyone's just bunched up in the middle in and around the box and trying to play tippy-tappy football, which is very difficult to do it in such little space. Gone back to 3 at the back now with Robbo, Virgil, and Kanate as Trent has gone into the double pivot with McAllister. Again, it's really looking like I find it difficult to get beyond the first line of defence. Nice ball over by Virgil, but it's intercepted. Good defending there by the left back. Jota's coming really deep to get the ball, which is probably not the most necessary thing. Steven says Coop Miners, and I'm not really feeling him, to be honest. Onana from Everton. Again, no, not really. Again, I don't think he's a DM, isn't he? I think he's box to box. Plus, I don't think he's that great. Khan, you don't have to watch them, bro. No one's forcing you to log onto the channel and watch. If you dislike me or dislike what I'm saying, respectfully, you don't have to watch, bro. You can just watch something else or watch someone else. Drifty will be here soon, hopefully. I mean, you can wait from outside and then come back in when you hear Drifty's voice. That's what does it for you. Do your thing, bro. Verratti's going to Saudi, nah? From what I've heard. A lot of you seem to MP, I'll take that, bro. I'll take that. I mean, I can't speak about Redondo. Luis Diaz cuts in. Just past the post. Locatelli, I think Drift's a big fan of Locatelli. If I'm not mistaken, hasn't he recently moved to Juventus though? King Rich should have got Rice. Yeah, I was talking about Rice from last summer. I got laughed at when I said we should probably go in with like 60 mil now, because he's gonna go up in value, and I got laughed out of the room with that. So 105 million pounds later, I mean, that was a handball. Diaz on the ball, bad ball to Salah. Diaz again. So Bosley. Oh, Trent. Well played, Trent. Good battling, Trent. Well done. Gunjit says, what's my thoughts on the Gravenberch rumors starting up again? Again, doesn't really make much sense for me. Doesn't really make much sense. I don't don't know why we're going in for him. He's not a DM and he's not a ball-winning 8. Very good footballer, but he's not what we need. And there's no indication that Bayern want to sell either. So I don't know. Seeing Mohamed Kamara from Monaco. Don't know. Z Gold, expectations for Liverpool as of right now, without a DM, without another centre-back. I'd be happy with a top 5 finish. I could live with a top 5 finish as of right now. I know people say that's negative because, you know, we finished 5th last season and didn't have a great season, but I'm not seeing anything that convinces me that we're going to have a better season than last season, especially with other teams like Arsenal have strengthened. Chelsea, I think, will be a way better team than last season. I think Man United will continue to improve a little bit. I think Newcastle will improve again. Man City are Man City. They are a juggernaut. I think Aston Villa are going to be dark horses this season as well. I think this season is going to be very tricky. I think Tottenham, out of all the teams, Tottenham's the only one I'm not worried about. But they could surprise everyone and really click under the new manager and get some good stuff going. I just don't think we've addressed the stuff that we needed to address. The main thing we needed was a DM, and we haven't addressed that. And that's my worry. Like, we've signed 2 players this window. Again, Khan, I don't know what I've done to offend you or whatever. Cool. I'm not really in the mood to be arguing with you or anyone tonight. So again, Drifty should be in the stream within about half an hour. If you want to log out or go on to something else on YouTube and maybe jump back in half an hour when you don't have to hear my voice and you can hear Drifty as well. If that's what's going to make you genuinely happy in life, then by all means, feel free to do that. You being in the chat, moaning about me talking or moaning about me being on the screen is very counterproductive. I mean, it's borderline stupidity, purely because you're not being forced to be here. So maybe you just like this stuff. Maybe you just like to be a nuisance, or maybe you just like pain. Because if I didn't have to be somewhere, I wouldn't be there. But you seem to want to be here, but moan about it. Makes little sense to me. Not going to block you. You do your thing, man. No, in fact, and guys, no, don't block Khan. Don't block him. He's not been rude. It just, for me, saying stuff that's a bit unnecessary. But he's not been rude or anything like that. So there's no need to block him and all that. We don't really do. As I said, guys, I don't want to be a channel that we just block people because they say any and everything like. Just unless it's really rude or offensive or stuff like that, then we don't block people here. Spamming and rudeness and all that is just, that's a no from me, Matt and Drift. We don't tolerate that stuff. Good shot there by McAllister, just dragged it a little bit. Can I ask you guys a question? A serious question in the chat here. And again, I hope there's no narratives drawn out of this. I'm genuinely asking a question. Do we feel as though Szoboszlai is going to be utilized how we'd effectively want him to be utilized? And by that, I mean, we see Szoboszlai as a player that we could deem to be our Kevin De Bruyne. Do you think Klopp's going to utilize him like that? And if Klopp doesn't, do you think that's going to be to a hindrance or detriment or good for the team? Not less. I'll speak about the player secondly. But if we don't use Szoboszlai as a 10 or as an attack-minded midfielder, so I say that and he loses the ball, then Trent loses the ball. Do you think that's going to hamper or help Liverpool Football Club? Because we've seen it with players like Genie, for example. Genie for Liverpool and Genie for Holland are 2 different Genies. Diaz intercepted way too easy there. It looked like a bad challenge by Virgil. Was it Ibu as well? Ibu didn't need to be diving in like that. How are you guys? Because I'll be honest, I'm a little worried about how we're going to play Szoboszlai under Klopp. And again, if it works out and like, you know, we start winning games and we win trophies and stuff, and Szoboszlai is not the main guy, or he's not doing upper madness as an attacking midfielder, then all good with it. But do you think he'll be played properly? Also, guys, I want to ask you guys in the chat. Genuine question here. The timestamp dude says, Cal, will Khan be able to play DM for us? No idea. I have to ask Khan, bro. He's in the comments. Nikki says, feels like we're just trolling Southampton at this point. 3 weeks and we're still trying to underpay. We don't need to win every negotiation. Facts, Nikki. Facts. Obviously, I'm not going to say your surname because I'm going to get clipped up for that. But big up yourself, Nikki. That was brilliant. Cal, happy birthday, bro. Ain't gonna lie, I'm not liking this, to be honest. Now, big up yourself, Sultan. Much appreciated. I'm not liking this at all. Got UFC soon, though, Sultan. UFC soon. Ash says, who designed this squad? And no DM, 3 good defenders. I mean, I think we all know who designed the squad. It is Klopp. I don't think it's a terrible squad either, but definitely need some things happening. It seems like it's half time now. Is it half time? Yes, it is half time. 2-1 at half time. Very fast start to the game, and then nothing really happened after that, if we're going to be honest. Big up to everyone with the happy birthday wishes. Genuine question, guys. And don't hold back here. Be as honest and as open as you want. I will debate a few people both ways. Big up yourself, Stephen. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Do you think what I've said or what I'm saying in this show is negative? Genuine question. And if you do think I'm negative, tell me why you think I'm being negative. I'm all about trying to improve, whether that be personally or whatever. If I'm being too negative or coming up too negative, let me know. Let me know. Because if I'm coming across too negative, I don't want to do that. And I don't want that to be the perception of Kopish as a channel. Because I think if anyone knows us, we like to have a good time. We like to have a laugh and a joke and all that stuff. But I genuinely, am I being too negative? Because I don't want to be negative. Khan saying, yes, it's because you want to win. Okay, fair enough. I hear that. Tommy saying negative, no. Skeptical, yes. Yeah, skeptical. Jamrock, I disagree. Even though it's an opinion, it could still be negative. Craig says you're negative all the time, and Kopish is known as a Moni channel. Okay, Craig, can you go into a bit more detail for me, Craig, bro? Can you tell me instances where I've come across as being too negative or why we're a Moni channel? If you can, Craig, that would be greatly appreciated. Taylor says objective at most times, except the shameless things. I don't know what you're talking about, Taylor. I'm never shameless, bro. I'm never shameless. Manish says it's not you, it's FSG. They will bring negativity out of a positive person. Appreciate that. You say Brendan saying no, Kai, just being honest with the situation. Honesty is the best policy. Even though I'm honest, I can still be negative though. Again, I'm not even trying to do the whole I'm right, you guys are wrong. I genuinely want to know because I don't want to come across as negative. I am going to speak how I feel But if I'm coming across as negative, then maybe I need to restructure how I'm speaking or rephrase or use different terminology, etc. I don't want this channel to be deemed or seen as a negative channel, but I am going to speak how I feel. I'm going to speak my truth, and I'm going to say how I feel rather than lying to you guys. That's one thing I'm not going to do, is lie to you guys. I gain nothing from lying to you guys, and you guys gain nothing from me lying to you guys. Farouk says, Cal, you've been negative per past couple of weeks, but I don't think it's intentional. I don't think it was. I know it's not intentional. But again, Farouk, just go into a little detail for me. Just let me know why you think it's negative, please. And for anyone who feels like me, tell me how and why you feel the way you feel. And for anyone who's on the complete opposite side of me, who thinks we are going to have a fantastic next season, we are going to do well, again, let me know. Infinite wisdom, you make me laugh. Do let me know why you believe we're going to have a good season, why you think we're going to do bits next season and all that. Chris, don't worry, I'm not going to change for anyone. I am who I am. I do believe in improving though. If I'm wrong about something, then I do want to be called out on it and I want to change that. There's no point being wrong and strong. I don't believe in that. That makes no sense. And again, if I'm being too negative, I want to be called out on that as well. No, Nikki, again, I know it's nothing malicious with your surname. I'm not familiar. I know of Red Dwarf, but I've never watched it. I don't know if it's potential flag material. I just know if I say your surname or the second name that you've got in your title, then someone's going to clip me up, and I don't really want that sort of stuff circulating around the internet, if I'm going to be honest. Wayne says Cal being realistic is not negative, but some people can't see the difference. I'll be honest, I do feel like that sometimes. But I'm also here for constructive criticism and to hear from the other side as well. Here we go. Techers Dave says, Cal, I may be deluded, but I generally think in possession we're elite. We've got ballers now in McAllister, Diaz, Sabozla, Gakpo, etc. It's the counter-attacks I'm worried about. I hear that. See, this is what I want to get to the crux of to you guys. So when people are saying, nah, Cal, you're wrong, we're going to have a good season, it's stuff like what Techers Dave says that I want to see. Like, that's what I want to see, because then I can chop that up with someone like Techers Dave and be like, oh, I get why you see it now. Because I agree with everything you said there. We have got some elite ballers in the team. We've got some fantastic players in possession. But I do agree. And I think that will be the undoing, because there will be teams like a Newcastle who will sit back and soak up that pressure. And then players like Isak and Almiron will hit you on the break. And we're losing the game 2-0 when we've had 92% of possession and they've only had 8%. But we've had to pick the ball out of the net twice. So that's where I kind of get worried. Farouk says, I mean, a transfer discussion, Cal. I have to be honest, I love Kopish work. All fan base are on edge with transfers. Big up yourself, Farouk. Big up. I hear that. I do sway on the pessimistic side when it comes to transfers, only because I feel as though as a fan base we've been let down and disappointed for years. So I was more happy and surprised with Sabozalai than expectant with it. Wow. Mr. Darasay just says, Cal, unpopular opinion, but Diaz is a more polished Zaha. Sorry, Kilo. Chris Angel, I'm going to let you deal with that one because that hurts my feelings, man. I can't lie. That hurts my feelings. Everyone knows I'm a big Diaz fan. And again, I wasn't massively on the Diaz boat when we were linked with him. I was thinking we don't need another left winger, but the vision became very obvious. Mane was moved into the center. Diaz was moved out onto the left because it was more explosive and tricky than Mane was at that point. Made absolute sense. So again, when I'm wrong, I hold my hands up. What else we got? You. I want to speak about you. LFC, my religion. You're another one, man. You don't have to be here. I mean, you follow me more than my shadow at this point. yeah, you follow me, whether it's here, whether it's on the football terrace, anywhere you like. I'll be honest with you, LFC my religion. I'm happily married with 2 kids. Love my wife, would never cheat on her. You're not gonna get anywhere with me. So you following around and stalking and trying to get my attention. I mean, you've got my attention, but just leave it alone now, innit? Like, me and Mrs. we're good, bro. Can you just leave us be? Can we just, ride off into the sunset and be good? You don't need to, message me on every stream I'm on and all this. It's a bit tiring, man. I never had this sort of attention before. I've just had me and my wife, but you seem to be, giving me those sort of vibes. I mean, you say LFC is your religion. Maybe you should actually seek religion, because what you're doing is it's a bit crazy. I mean, I hate to use the C word. It's a bit crazy, bro. But hey, do you think LFC my religion? Nothing like hiding behind a fake name and saying some cruel things. Tough guy. Hey, go for it, LFC my religion. But yeah, as I said, just to reiterate, happy with my wife. So, you can stop following me around now. Let me hear up some of these super chats. Sultan says, why don't we play 4-2-3-1 Mr. Bosley in the 10? Mac Thiago pivot if we don't get Lavia. But I'm sick and tired of this Lavia thing because the buzz is gone. Hashtag FSGL. Let me chop this one up. Everyone knows I've been screaming about playing 4-2-3-1s from 2020. When we got Thiago in my opinion, we should have gone 4-2-3-1. It should have been Fabinho and Thiago in a double pivot with Henderson rotating between the two. It should have been Mane on the left at the time, Salah on the right, Bobby in the 10, and Jota as a number 9. We never did that. Now I look at the squad, I look at the team. Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones, in my opinion, would be perfect 10s. Even Cody. And guess who you've got as a striker? You've got 2. You've got Jota and Núñez. You've got 2 number 9s. You've got 3 10s. Surely 4-2-3-1 has to. If we're not going to do 4-2-3-1 now, then I don't know when we will. And yeah, the Lavia thing, it's going to be more of a relief than excitement if we sign him now. I say when we sign him, I genuinely do believe we will sign Lavia. Famous last words, because I didn't think we'd sell Henderson. But I genuinely believe we will sign Lavia. I think it will get done. Tev says Carragher's latest tweet. I ain't seen it. Can anyone let me know what it is, please? Mr. Dare I Say Drift says, playing like this, we won't finish in Champions League places. We'll be very fortunate too. The timestamp dude says Kopish is the best Liverpool and football channel here. Big up yourself for the kind words. Some great other channels as well, but big up yourself. We'll take that compliment all day. Saswat says Robbo seems a fish out of water every time, because you're asking him to reinvent himself at the age of, 28, 29? You're asking him to reinvent himself. I don't think it's fair, personally. I don't think it's fair to do this to Robbo at all. The guy's a left back. He's been a fantastic left back for the best part of a decade. You're asking him to reinvent himself. It's not fair. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes such little sense. It's unreal. But who am I? Who am I to talk about it? Just let him play as a left back, and let's get a right back, and let's put Trent in midfield. I don't think it's that hard to figure out. Genie Houdini said, what's your gut feeling of the result versus Chelsea in the opening day? Also, in your opinion, who scores more goals this season, Núñez or Gakpo? Oh, 2 tough questions. As of right now, I don't want to give too much away because we are going to do a special preview for the Chelsea game, especially with it being our opener as well. I don't want to give too much away, but I will say, Genie, I'm extremely worried for that Chelsea game. As in extremely worried. In regards to who scores more goals out of Núñez and Gakpo, I'm going to say Núñez. I think Gakpo may have a better season, but I think Núñez will get more goals. Again, I know a lot of you think I hate Núñez. I actually think Núñez will, if he gets enough game time this season, I think Núñez will get 25 goals. across all competitions. I think he'll get 25 if he gets enough game time. If he doesn't, then obviously it's going to limit the amount of time on the pitch, so limit the amount of goals. I think Núñez will have a good season though, but I think Gakpo will have a better season. I know Drift's a big fan of Gakpo and he's predicting big things for Gakpo this season. I too think Gakpo is going to have a potential breakout season. I think people like me who are skeptical about him are going to be complete. Like my mouth's half zipped shut. By the end of the season, I think my mouth could be completely zipped and someone could throw away the key when it comes to Gakpo. Like he could become that guy where you're like, wow, we've done it again. Like he could be the Bobby guy. Like he'll never be as silky and as like skillful like Bobby was, in my opinion. But we could be looking back going, wow, he's Bobby with the numbers. So he may do simple things very well. You might not get the flick like you got against Newcastle, or you might not get where he's letting what he did to Soldado, for example. But I think he gets more goals than Bobby. I think he gets better GA than Bobby, and I think he could, I genuinely do believe he could do a madness. But the reason I go Núñez with getting more goals as well, as we're seeing today, I think Gakpo will be utilised in a multitude of positions, whereas Núñez could effectively only play 2 an absolute stretch, but he should only be playing 1. So that's why I believe that. But yeah, I'm very nervous. Second half's about to start. If you haven't already, guys, please do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. On the road to 30,000 subs. And yeah, want to make this happen, man. Want to make this happen. Second half is kicked off, people. Going to get everything updated for you now. Still 2-1. Make sure the timing's all good for you guys. All right, everything should be synced up, guys. The second half should be able to see everything with the timer. Should all be good for you guys. So if you can sync up with us, that will be absolutely brilliant. Shout out to Vern Wright, says it's frustrating. We were so close to greatness so many times. So many times. Shout out to LDM Food Critic as well. I ain't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. So many times we've been close to greatness and we just do what we always do. We leave ourselves slightly short. We rely more on luck than probability. It's frustrating as anything, man. So frustrating, but what can you do? You just got to go and do what we can do. I hate to sound like a quote-unquote spread, but what we can do is get behind the team and support the manager and support the team. Do more than what FSG does.
Well gone, Drew.
If you haven't already, guys, do smash that like button.
Apologies for the absolute madness.
Bro.
1 2 1 2. Mike, hear me? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Hold on, let me make sure it's not me. It is me.
1 2 1 2.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Yes. Apologies for the tightness, bro. That was an absolute madness getting on. But I'm here. Half-time settings.
No, second half started.
Yeah. No, just literally trying to log in now on the thing. I was watching it on my phone while I was in the car, so I'm semi up to date with what happened.
Yeah, speaking of semi, now you're here that Khan Bayi, he's gone from a semi to a rock hard probably now, so he'll be happy. But yeah,
Hold on. What have I missed?
the chat knows and Khan definitely knows.
Holy
But yeah, to be
holy
honest,
smokes, mate.
no, to be honest, the first 2 goals, first one, scrappy goal, but Salah does what Salah does, smash it into the bottom of the goal. Second one, Salah won the ball back from defenders, put on a plate for Jota, and he buried it. And we conceded a typical Liverpool goal, high line, too high, got split open, and then they score.
It seems like the same teams come back out again.
It seems like it, yeah. I wouldn't say anyone's having a particularly great game, to be honest. McAllister's been decent considering he hasn't been playing the 6. Gakpo's been involved. Szoboszlai, meh.
Where was Gakpo playing first half, Cal? I was trying to figure it out, but I was watching because I'm watching on such a small screen. I couldn't figure it out properly. Flowers playing please. In the 8, yeah. Flowers, please. Okay.
At this point, you might as well just run a bouquet.
Big up everyone in the chat. Big up everyone. Yeah, like, I've been giving Cal so many flowers. I'm feeling guilty because of his what's the allergy? Hay fever. Yeah.
Run it up, man. Let me sneeze.
Man's gonna be like flipping Will Smith in
Hitch.
Hitch, yeah.
Swollen face.
You know what I mean, bro? Ear all swollen, nose, lip. Hold on, what's this? Tev saying he's beefing Neville over FSG. Who's beefing Neville over FSG?
Oh, that must be Carragher.
Okay.
Josh through here. Oh. I'm not being funny though. I mean, Carragher's been defending the owners for the longest amount of time. So what is Carragher changed his tune now or what? Like, what is it?
Oh, bro, why am I so behind? I've literally just realized how far behind I am.
Big up yourself, Lakers, for the birthday message. Also, Drift, love for the birthday post on Insta as well, man. That meant a lot, bro.
Come on, G. Come on. I love that picture. Like, that is the one that I've used. That is a proper father-son picture. Yeah. I love that picture, bro. Love that picture. It's the fact he's mimicking you. That's the bit that I love about it.
We went to a wedding on Saturday, and Steve and Robbie was like, it's not the first time, it's the first time we put a suit on Robbie and all that. And yeah, them two, man, they wear a suit better than I do, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, kids in a suit just look pimping, bro.
Yeah, no, Robbie was on point, man.
With the waistcoat as well, yeah.
Yeah. Robbie,
come on.
He did his thing, man. He did his thing.
That's what I'm saying, bro. With a little waistcoat and that.
Yeah, he did his thing, man. I was looking at him going, oh yeah, man, you two are the futures. You're the future. You're the Sanderson 2.0 still. It's humbling scenes.
Project Robbie, Project
Stevie.
You know what I mean? Let's hope they buy you a house.
Bruv, even if they don't, as long as they're happy in life, bruv, and they do the right things, I'm good with it, bruv.
That's the right thing to say in public.
No.
My kids become Gerard and Fowler and don't buy me a new yacht. Yeah, bro. How's the saying go? I brought you into this world.
This is what I take you out of.
Trust me, bro.
No, man. As long as they're happy and good human beings, bro. I'll be honest. God willing, I'm in a position where I don't need them to buy me a house anyway.
No. I'm talking about a bigger house, bro.
Bruv, I won't, bruv, by the time when they grow up, bruv, I won't need a bigger house. I'll be looking to downsize, bro. What am I keeping all these rooms for unless I've got grandkids? I'm able to see grandkids.
You want to be able to stand in the hallway and be like, homegrown.
We're echoing down the hallway.
You know what I'm saying? Welcome, homegrown.
I'm never gonna live this down, am I? You know what?
No, but you were right again, bro. More bouquets, bro. You was right again, bro.
No, I don't want to hear it, bro.
You was right again.
Oh goodness, calamity.
Don't tell me because I'm 15 seconds behind. Don't tell me this.
Sorry, yeah, you're gonna see it in a bit, man.
Oh my god.
No, we ain't. So I'll ruin it for you, but
We're not. You know what? We're just. Yeah, I've tried to do the optimism thing, but we're just not ready, are we?
No comment, Drift.
Oh Jesus! Well done, Ali. Well done, Ali. Bruv, if we didn't have flipping Peter Parker in goal, what would we do, bruv?
If you didn't believe me then, do you believe me now?
That keeper kit is naughty, bruv.
That shooting in this game has not been the one, man.
Who's what you mean? They could have scored more if it wasn't for poor finishing.
Diaz is shooting just.
Diaz. Yeah. Okay. Hey, that Ali kit, I might have to be getting the keeper kit.
Drift. This is what I'm just gonna say. But as much as I want to get this kit, the red kit, Ali's kit, and the purple kit, we kind of can't. We have to kind of.
I know. Yeah, we do. While they're not looking to even put an extra 5 million on top for a player, for real.
But at the same time,
it's difficult not to though, man, because all these kits this season, I'm kind of rocking with. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well played, McAllister. Jota, no.
Are you capable of pausing your one, bro? Because I'm on the internet, so I can't pause mine. Yeah, just to make it easier. Because every time you say something, I'm seeing something totally different.
All right,
I'm on 25, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, 32, 33.
How many get to 50?
35. I'll let you know in a second. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 55 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Real good, yeah? All right, wicked. Cody!
Yeah, this is how Robbie was on Saturday. Let me see if I can get the picture.
Hey. Here comes the hot stepper murderer. Yeah, he looks clean. I'm not even gonna lie. He looks clean. And do you wanna know what's even more scary? The older he gets, the more he looks like Stevie.
Which means he's gonna start looking like me soon.
There you go, bro. It's funny how genetics work like that, isn't it? It's actually mad that it works like that.
Remember when Stevie was born, a couple people were starting to look at me sideways, like, is that even your ute cow? But now I can't walk anywhere without people being like, that's your twin. So
I told you this though, bro. I told you that. You didn't.
You did. I didn't see it. Shall I tell you what it was, Drift? My mum sent me a WhatsApp picture of myself when I was Stevie's age, and then when I opened the photo, I was like, right, I see it now. I see it.
Told you.
That is my child. That is my son. That is my son. Whereas Robbie,
I can see it, but I know it's harder for people who are actually involved to see it. I don't think I look like my dad, but everyone else rats on about it, so I get it. It's
yeah. How you don't think you look like your dad? I don't, bro. You even sit like your dad, bro.
You I don't know. I can't see it. Honestly, I can't.
Nah, fully. If he was to walk down the street and he was like, I ain't got no utes, I'd be like, big man, you're telling lies. You're telling lies, big man. I've seen
that's
him.
That's what someone said to me in Trinidad.
I stream with him. Drifty's your son. We know it.
It's just such a random thing that happens whenever we're in public together. It's just so weird. Or if I meet family I've never met before, and are you favorite your dad? I'm like, yeah. Go on, lovely. I don't know why I did a female version of that voice, like it's only women that say that, but
well done. Who's that? Sabotnai. Well done. Adding a little muscle from the first half. We'd like to see it.
Oh boy, here comes the B team. Is it B.A. Babaka or flipping?
No, you're wrong.
Or flipping, not even face. What would it be called? Back of the head.
No, Kelleher. Kelleher looks furious on the bench.
Do you know what's annoying me more than anything about preseason, Cal? Is that we've only really had one challenge, and I find it a little bit stupid that as much as preseason doesn't matter in terms of like
this,
the results don't matter, but we should have had a little bit more of like, all right, are you actually up to speed opposition? Do you get what I mean? Opposition that will pass the ball around us and get us used to doing like defensive, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Woo! Yeah, the whole front three scored.
Do you know what? Diaz is deceptively good with his head, you know? He's actually got quite a few goals for us.
I'm saving you, bro.
I don't even know how you see it, bro. I swear down.
Because I've been clipped up a few times. Like, it ain't pretty.
Oh my days, it wasn't even a header. It was a flick. That's actually beautiful. Oh, Diaz, yeah? Representing.
What are you saying, Drift? The whole front three scored. The one that I wanted to see start the game.
Bro, like I said, I could be getting ahead of myself, but I truly believe the entire front five will all get 15 plus goals.
I don't think Diaz will get 15 plus goals.
I reckon he will. He's the least likely to get it, but I reckon he will. I think our front line is just savage.
I don't know if Gakpo will either, only because I think he'll play in a multitude of positions as well.
I hear you on that one. Is this better then? I think everyone in the front five will get 20 goal contributions each.
Yeah, that I don't think it's unrealistic.
100 goals from the front five.
100 GA.
100 GA, sorry, yeah, 100 GA.
I want 20 goals each, yeah?
100 GA. Oh, no, I do, but like, I don't want to, you know. That goal was beautiful, I'm not going to lie. If this game mattered, I'd be going nuts about that finish. Winners!
Have some of these supers in the meantime. Nikki says, as Liverpool fans, why do we have to be accountants, scout, and squad planners? It's hard work. I look at Liverpool's bank balance more than my own. I trust. Nikki, you've been spitting facts this evening, man.
That is actually such a true statement. It's not even funny. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Unlucky.
And again, little dinks in me. Wonderful. Diaz.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Nunes. Oh. All right, Diaz. Allow it, Diaz, man. This is some extra virgin olive oil he's cooking with right now, brother. Swear down.
Diaz was having a pretty poor game as well.
Yeah, he knows I'm here now. Oh, it was almost like the guy fouled him, but not. He did enough.
Yeah,
it's one of them ones.
Yeah. Well played, McAllister.
That's what I love about McAllister. You get stuck in.
Saswat says you rate Lukeba. Lavi and Lukeba rate the window. I don't know much about Lukeba. Shout out to Lakers. He's been telling me about him.
Ben! Ben!
Oh, unlucky.
Man, if he keeps knocking people out, I'm going to call him Nigel, bruv.
He's saying the Dark Destroyer.
Bruv. Cal, tell me you don't get excited when you watch Doak play football, bro.
No, I do. I just know he needs to work on his end product, and I fear as Liverpool fans, we're not going to give him that time to fully mature into the player that I hope he becomes.
For a 17-year-old, I think his end products are out, bro. It'll develop, man. It'll develop.
Yeah, but that's the problem. For a 17-year-old, his end product's all right. For Liverpool, his end product isn't good enough.
Hold on,
Yes.
Matoma to Man City, is that a real thing?
Oh.
Or is that like a...
If we sign Lavia and Lukeba, I don't know much about Lukeba. I'd probably give the window... I'd probably give it maybe a 9 out of 10, to be honest.
I have absolutely no idea who that is.
I think we'll sign Lavia, though, Drift. I know you're like me, Drift, and frustrated with the whole Lavia thing. I do still think we'll sign him, though.
Yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards, bro, because I am livid now. I am absolutely livid.
Let me help these supers, and then you can talk about it, because I've kind of spoken about it at nauseum.
Okay.
JJJ Daniel, thanks for your super chat. It says Szoboszlai looks poor overall, and Arsenal really worry me. Oh, I disagree. He's not had a good game, Szoboszlai, but I don't think he looks poor. And yeah, Arsenal like me. They worry me as well, but I get laughed out of the room with that one. Khan says, big up Cow and big up Kopish, just trusting Klopp. I mean, yeah, no comment. Thank you, though, Khan. I appreciate the super chat. I still have to see more from Klopp and the rest of the board and whoever before I just say, yeah, they've got my unquestionable trust. And by the way, you can trust someone and still question them. Sultan says, Drifty, you saw Mane and Hendo reunion?
No, I haven't, you know. I haven't seen anything. I've been busy all day. Ooh, that was a good try, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that guy, I have no idea who that guy is, Cal. I thought he was doing a Lukaku piss take when you first said his name, bro.
Lukeba?
Yeah.
He's a centre-back, left-footed centre-back.
Who's he play for?
A team in France, but I can't remember the team. I can't sit there and say, is it Leon, guys? Help me out here, please, people.
I have not got a clue who he is.
Oh, unlucky, Elliot, unlucky. It's Leon, yeah. He plays for Leon. I've not seen enough of him to say. He's that is a point. No, shout out to Teslim. He is wanted by Leipzig to replace Gvardiol.
Oh, okay, so he's like a new up and coming. How old is he, people?
It wasn't very convincing there. Is that true? Kieran Tierney to RB Leipzig on loan? Anguissa, he was at Fulham. We should have probably got him then. I don't see us getting him from Napoli now. Oh, feet. Doak on the attack here. Let's get past the man. Oh.
Well done. The guy is just fearless, man. That's what I'm most impressed with Doak, man. He is just fearless, bro.
You not think it would be good for him to go out on loan and actually just get full matches with, like in a championship or somewhere like that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, if we could let him go out, then that would be completely cool.
Because I think the drop from him to Salah is a massive drop.
Yeah.
And if we are going to be, and again, it's the whole, I don't want it to be a thing where Doak plays and he's sick for a 17-year-old, but we can't judge him as just a 17-year-old. We've got to judge him as a Liverpool player. And that's my worry. I don't want us to...
I think he'd be all right, you know. I think he'd be all right. If he's just playing like Europa League games, Carling Cup Carling Cup, bloody hell. Carabao Cup. Remember the Carling Cup? Flipping hell.
Of course I do, bro. Remember the Coca-Cola Cup?
The Clara Cup, did you say?
Coca-Cola Cup.
Oh, yeah, Coca-Cola. Basically, every fizzy drink in the world has just sponsored that cup.
Yeah. All right, so let's say you get 6 games in the Europa, and then what? 3 games in Europa. So 3 games in the Carabao. Is that enough games?
Well, if you think about the experience he'll be getting with the first team as well, which will be beneficial for him as well, like getting to train with the big boys and get used to what it's like to travel, etc., etc. It'll all be good, like, you know, build up for next season when he'll be able to play like a much better part and actually
Wouldn't
be
it be
like
better to send him out on loan then? Because again, here's the thing. I ask you this. Let's say, for example, we get Benfica in the first knockout round. Would you want Ben Doak to start, especially with us wanting to win the trophy? Would you want Ben to start that game?
Maybe you get a little bit more serious at that point, and you do play Mo or somebody a little bit more serious. But I think even if he only played the 6 games in the group, it would be great experience for him. Do you know what I mean?
So, like, again, I use someone like a Bowen, for example. Bowen, you could trust to play that game against Benfica more than Ben Doak, for example.
You can, but remember, we're also going based off of our budget, where we know that the owners don't, you know, allow it to be so that we could just go and have like an expensive cover player, like, because how much would Bowen be, like 50 mil or something like that?
See, again, this is where I disagree. As much as the owners are crap, I don't think Klopp wants another winger. I don't think that's on the owners.
But I think it's because he believes in Doak, you know. I honestly do. I think he's.
Yeah,
I think he's looking at
Doak. That can't be on the owners. Then that's on.
No. But what I mean is, somebody like Thingy, we would never go and buy, even if he did want one, because at 50 mil, that would be too expensive for a backup for us. And that's like
no, it'd be
how
too
much we'd
expensive
have
because
to.
Klopp wouldn't want him because Klopp's got faith in Doak, as you said. So.
No, I'm saying, say we didn't have Doak and Klopp thought to himself, do you know what? Yeah, I actually do want cover for Salah. We wouldn't have a budget that would allow him a £50 million player for cover. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it just wouldn't. Bowen would just be too rich for our blood as a cover player.
I don't know, you know. I mean, what Diaz was what 37, 40 mil, I think. Jota was 40 mil. Gakpo
No,
was like
but I reckon 50 might even be a bit low for Bowen, like English tax, all that.
No, I'm not saying Bowen exactly, but I'm talking about in terms of. I think
Ben,
that's quality.
Ben, Cal, I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, I'm not saying he ain't sick.
No, he's ready now, bruv. He's ready, bruv. He's ready for them Europa nights. Thursday nights. Up and down nights, bruv. I'm telling you, bruv. Look, he's cooking. He'll iron out all these little other bits of his game, man.
I don't doubt it, but is he ready yet?
All I know is we've got a little future star on our hands there. That's all I know. I'm not putting him anywhere near on Owen's level, but he might be on that kind of bursting in 17-year-old. I'm getting that vibe, that's for sure.
See, this is where I get worried. When you say stuff where you compare him to people like Michael Owen, that's where I get worried.
Not overall talent. I'm just talking about that, you know, that unknown vibe then come through and just raw. Hold on a minute. This guy is amazing. Well, this kid, should I say.
He's definitely more suited to the wing than Elliot.
And what I love about him as well, Cal, when he plays, is that because he's right-footed, but he's playing on the right wing, he will give like say it's the 80th minute and they've been used to Salah.
He's 2-footed, Drift. He's actually 2-footed.
Yeah, but you can tell that his dominant foot is his right foot though, because he goes to the byline comfortably. Like when he takes someone on, he gets to the byline.
He does both. That's what makes him hard.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, he definitely can use his left foot.
Oh, unlucky.
That's actually brilliant defending.
That is great defending.
Ah, a lucky Doak. Just heavy first touch. Shut up, Trent. What the fuck? How nonchalant was that little ref? That's a free kick, ref.
That is a free kick. Yeah, that player's getting frustrated with Doak. You can't handle him.
This is actually wicked defending.
That's phenomenal defending.
It is. Watch this. Oh no, this isn't the bit. It was the Trent bit. Yeah, look. Why don't you keep going, man? That touch from Trent.
All right, so he's coming on now.
I'm gonna say it right here, right now, Kel. The future on the right wing, if Doak continues this trajectory, he's the replacement for Mo. If he continues like this for the next 2 years, I think he would actually be a natural successor to Sally, you know. And we might be saving ourselves at 80, 100 million. Will he get the goals? No. No one's going to get the goals Salah got. But we change it up and we still have someone dangerous like him on the wing. I think this kid looks sensational, man. I really do. For 17 years old. Mad.
There's a lot of pressure we're putting on him.
I know, but he looks like he's got that Rooney about him where he thrives under pressure. He don't care, bro.
Oh, well done. Oh, wrong side. Should have gone far post.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Didn't hear right at all.
I don't know who it was that just said it. Yeah, Anfield Road. And no, you're right. Owen is actually one of the most sensational teenagers to ever play football.
Yeah, he is.
What he did at 17, 18, 19 years old was just, it was different.
He's one of the best teenagers I've ever seen.
18 scoring that goal against Argentina at a World Cup. Madness, bro. Absolute madness.
He was destroying teams single-handedly in his teens. Any team could get it with Michael Owen. He weren't biased with anyone. Anyone could get it.
Yeah, I like this little kid as well, man. He looks like he's a talent.
Still no Musliowski in pre-season. Still,
is he even a Liverpool player anymore?
He's gone soon. I don't know when and how, but he's gone soon.
There's no way this many players have come through the academy and been given minutes and time, and he hasn't, without there being an actual issue. Like, there's something wrong.
Oh, EMJP 360 in the hat trick St James's Park. Him in inks like this.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? One of the best hat tricks I've seen. Crazy hat trick.
To this day, I still don't think people understand just how calm and composed Owen was to score that goal to win the FA Cup. Like, I actually don't think people actually think about how much pressure and how that goal was just on his weak foot.
Weak foot.
Mad thing.
That's the only place he could have put it.
Against one of the best goalies ever.
Against one of the best defenses assembled in England in the English game. Like, it's crazy, man. Boy was different.
Absolute. What is a shame is that we didn't have the technology we have now, so they could have fixed his hamstrings and then his injuries wouldn't have been anywhere near as bad as they ended up being.
Or he just kept on rushing himself back for England as well.
Yeah, but he said that they let his hamstrings heal naturally, but the way the injury was nowadays, they've realized there's something that has to be fixed with surgery, and that's why he was never ever the same again. It's like the worst grade of tear you can get for your hamstring, and then they just tried to let it heal by itself.
What do you think of this statement here? Mainly minimal. Jota is own without the pace.
As amazing as Jota's finishing is, I don't quite think he's got Owen's level of finishing. I'm not saying he's miles off it, but I think we underestimate just how clinical Michael Owen was.
Yeah.
Like Michael Owen, in my opinion, was actually one shot bang. Like that was like he was that type of player. Like he could get one chance in 90 minutes and he'll score it.
Yeah.
But Jota's very similar. Like I kind of get the similarities. Jota's more skillful than Owen.
Yeah, Owen still beat players though, you know.
He did, but I would probably still say Jota's a bit more skillful though. And Jota's a better header than Owen.
I think they both kind of beat players in the same way.
Do you think? I don't know. I think Jota uses a bit more body control and skill to beat a player, whereas Owen used more like footwork and pace. I don't know. I mean, I see the similarities there, do. Go on, Jones. Well done. What's this? An England link up? Oh.
Can't ref will have that.
Scanlon's he looks like he's got talent as well, you know. I like him. Little drop of the shoulder. Couple people in the chat are saying that.
Vern, Owen scored headers, bro. Roma away in the Europa League. Porto away in the Europa League, if I'm not mistaken. Owen scored headers, bro.
He was definitely not as good of a header as Jota, though. Jota's definitely a better header.
Yeah. Owen got his fair share of headed goals. Man United in 3-1. Owen rose up above Mikel Silvestre to knock it down to make it third. Owen got his header.
Yeah, I remember that goal.
Owen got his header. Don't sleep on Owen with the header in.
It was definitely his weakest attribute, though. Owen heading.
Yeah. He works on his left foot as well. Apparently Nkunku's out for the Chelsea game, Drift.
Yeah, I saw he got a knee injury. I'll never wish injury on people, but that could slightly be helpful considering we don't even have a DM. Apparently, he might need about 6 weeks to fully recover. That's a massive blow for Chelsea still.
And Jesus injured as well.
Yeah, he might need 6 to 8 weeks as well. But they've got Havertz up front now, so they're all right.
OIB, Drift, question for you and everyone in the chat. Firmino and Suarez or Torres and Owen? Who are you playing?
Oh,
for me, it's Firmino and Suarez. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Owen and Torres will get you goals, but the other two will absolutely they'll ruin your mental capacity to want to play football again. You won't want to play football again.
I'm not saying this to cop out. It would 100% depend on who my midfield are. Because if I don't have much creativity in my midfield, I'm 100% taking Suarez and Firmino. If I've got like Gerrard and Alonso in my midfield, I'm taking Owen and Torres.
I'm still taking Suarez and Firmino.
Fair dues.
Suarez, bruv.
No, I hear you. But I think if you've got creativity, if you had like Gerrard and De Bruyne or Alonso and Gerrard, or if you had like creativity in your midfield, you can't even begin to imagine how many goals Torres and Fowler would score.
Can you imagine?
It would start getting stupid.
Suarez, how many Suarez would get though?
He would, but that would be slightly let down by the fact that Firmino wouldn't get anywhere near as many though. Do you get what I mean?
So Firmino's not getting as many as Salah, as Owen or Torres. But I think him and Suarez together could get the same amount or more than them.
I don't
If
know.
I'm not mistaken, Owen never got more than 20 in the Premier League.
No, I hear that. But Owen did play in quite a lot of poor Liverpool sides. Do you know what I mean? Like, he never really got, like, if we'd have had him under Benitez,
Suarez played in unlucky Ben.
No, of course, come on. Suarez is one
of some poor teams though.
Suarez is arguably the best player to ever play for Liverpool. So I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, he's just a shame
He's just a piece of
though,
shit, isn't it?
isn't
Yeah. That every single time I think about rating him, I just remember how much of a dickhead he is, and it just winds me up.
Yeah, he was, man. But he's so good, but he's just such a punk. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, Joey nearly got a goal. Oh, why didn't that go in, man? Fucking hell, unlucky, Joey. No, Elliot, man.
Yeah, come on, Elliot. Think about it, man.
Jeez, but on your weak foot, bro.
He was the first header. First header was Nunes, I think. Good save by the goalkeeper. Yeah, it was Joey G, isn't it? He still didn't hear, right?
How do you feel about having the name of the club on the shirt?
Having a what, sorry?
Having the name of the club on the shirt. You know, like how they do in Germany.
Oh, well, the bottom of the shirt, you mean?
Or the top, yeah, whichever way. Like, you see, like Darmstadt, I've got it at the top and then the name's underneath. Like, how do you think that looks good or not really?
No, I'd swap it around if I was doing it.
But you do think it's kind of cool to have the name of the actual club on the back as well?
To be honest, bro, I'll be honest. Until you pointed out, I knew it was there. But you know, when you just kind of just ignore it, like you almost it just becomes what it is. I can live without it, to be honest. Like, don't bother me, but I could live without it.
Shout out to the youngers that don't even remember a time when there was no name on the shirt.
Yeah, for real.
Mad thing, isn't it? The commentators must have been so happy when names on shirts started happening. Because can you imagine how difficult it was for them to remember who's who back in the day?
Yeah, I've watched videos, but I don't think I've watched live games with no name. I think that was slightly before my time. But that must have been a madness.
Is that 50? Is that Clark? Who's that in the middle there?
Yeah, it's Clark.
It's what's difficult about me watching on a smaller screen. I can't see like names and faces.
All right, Jamrock, this is a shout, Jamrock. I'm gonna take a picture of this. It's a shout, Jamrock. Top 10 strike partnerships in the Prem. There've been some quality ones. People ain't gonna like the answer, but I think statistically, Suarez and Sturridge might be the best now.
Is that Liverpool or is that every team?
Every team. I know which one you might go for.
Statistically, unfortunately, I think it might come from Manchester.
No, I think statistically it is actually.
Surely York and Cole got more goals statistically than Sturridge and Suarez.
I don't know if they did in the league. Don't know if they did. Cole and York were a problem, man.
Yeah, no, they were. Do you think Kwanzaa's actually going to get some game time
this season?
Yeah,
probably
in the proper team.
Yeah, probably. We ain't buying a centre back.
He does look good though, you know.
He sounded like an FSG person, bro.
No, I'm just trying to enjoy the youth players actually looking like they're good, because I've been waiting a while for us to have a few more academy players break into the team. So I do get quite happy when I see players that are actually good enough to come through and play in the first team. Doesn't mean we shouldn't be spending, but
we've had good academy players for a little while now. It's just they never got a chance because we had such a good team and Klopp weren't rotated. No, Wilson never got a chance, for example. Harry Wilson should have absolutely had a chance in the squad.
I know, but there is still a bit of an argument to say as good as he is, he's still not Liverpool quality, though. Do you know what I mean?
Well, as a backup for Salah, we could have done a lot worse at the time.
No, but we had Shaqiri at the time, and I wouldn't have said Wilson was better backup than Shaqiri.
Shaqiri was barely available. But Shaqiri's in Turkey more than he's in Liverpool. Give me a second. I'm going to blow my nose.
Yeah, his injuries were a bit mad. Couple people saying they think Wilson's better than Harvey. I don't know about that, but he was a good player. I did like him. Little ding! Nunes! Oh, who's there? Unlucky. Somebody's got to be running in after him to get the rebound, to get the
Nunes should be
knockdown.
going for goal there, man.
It was a bit high for him to go for goal, I think that's why he tried
to good ball from Joey Z, man.
No, it was, but I need to see it again. It kind of looked more like, oh shit, this is too high to score. Let me just keep it alive, kind of thing. I need to see it. I need a replay.
I think he had a jump to it. I don't know if he might have mistimed his jump or what, but that was a good ball from Joey. I think Joey did everything right there. I think he just misjudged it.
Oh, if in doubt, take him out. You know who Doak is? A big man's nightmare. There's nothing more embarrassing.
That's actually a yellow card, even though it's a friendly.
There is nothing more embarrassing as a big man than a teenager coming on the football field and just tearing you apart.
No, it's true. Ref, man. What's going on?
Bloody hell.
Oh, wrong ball, Elliot. And that is the game.
We wanted extra time.
That is the game. That is the game. That is the game. Liverpool 3, Darmstadt 1. Liverpool sign off with only one defeat in pre-season, one draw, and the rest wins, if I'm not mistaken.
Z Gold, there's no way that could be a real question, bro. No.
Or are you talking about the McTominay one?
Yeah.
Z Gold's been trying to flog him to us for a while. He's a Man United fan, Z Gold. Big up Z Gold.
Oh, is he a Man United fan?
He's been trying to flog him to us for a while. No, sir. No, thank you, sir. No mas. Obviously, the game couldn't be played at Anfield because they are just finishing repairs up at Anfield with a new stand. So a nice little way to end pre-season. I'm with you, Drift. I wouldn't have minded seeing a couple more tougher opponents, but common consensus is pre-season is to get fit, and it seems like the lads are fit.
Yeah. I mean, it is about fitness and relationships, but tougher opposition just makes you work a bit harder, which just makes you more ready, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll see. Very interesting season upon us.
It is indeed. 3-1 though. Got to win. Got to see Doak. You know what I mean?
I'd arguably say Doak was man of the match.
He was definitely good when he came on, man. Definitely.
For me, he was the most standout. And McAllister had a good game. I think Doak might be man of the match, personally.
Start him against Chelsea.
Yeah, ahead of who? Ahead of who?
Jones, do you know what? Damien Duff. It's not a bad comparison for Doak still. Like similarities of like game style, low center of gravity. Decent comparison. Obviously, Duff was predominantly left-footed.
Duff was sick.
Yeah, he was a bad man. You know, we nearly got him before he went Chelsea.
I know. Another player, he might be one of the first of many in the Callum curse.
Oh, is it?
I really wanted us to sign Damien Duff.
Yeah, wicked player, man.
Duff was quality, man.
Was it Duff, Robin, and Drogba, wasn't it? Yeah,
nasty.
They cooked for Mourinho.
Nasty stuff. Oh,
they absolutely cooked for Mourinho.
Carragher and Hoopier still have sleepless nights, bro. That front three was crazy.
Yeah, that was a good front three, man. Boy, got a couple of supers before we wrap up.
Yeah, let's help these supers. H says Szoboszlai, McAllister, I think that McConnell, Freundorf, Clark, all in the squad, coming like some magic spell. Said it loud and accidentally switched off the light. Jamrock says Carrick, keep an eye on 19-year-old Ernest Nuama. Okay, I'll check him out.
Will do.
Naby last ride. Werder Bremen says now Arsenal fans admit Ramsdale is not a top goalkeeper. Yeah, they flip flop more than a pair of Adidas slides. Pimp in distress. Big up Pimp in distress. Big up to the G daddy. Big up yourself, Pimp in distress, as always. Ad says, big up guys. Do you think we get Lavia after a third bid rejected? I do. Don't understand why we're doing all this silly bidding. But yeah. I do think we have to. If you don't, then we just look stupid.
Well, I mean, should we just use it as a segue to say, guys, we'll be back in 5 minutes after we finish the show for a shorter but briefer version of the Monday night show. We'll chop it up, innit?
We'll do indeed, people. H says, happy birthday, Cal, for your wish. I hope you lose the ability to mention transfers. I'll take that wish, to be honest. I'll take that wish. Callum curse, the Liverpool curse, it's just a madness. What can we do? Give me 1 sec, Drift.
Yeah, man.
Sorting out the next one.
Bye, people. We will be back in a moment. We'll chop it up. It won't be as long of a Monday as we normally do, because obviously you just had us for the watch along. But there are a few things we need to discuss and go over. I'll save what I'm going to say for then, because if I start now, then we might as well just keep going. It's some joke thing right now. Some joke thing. I can't get my head around it. I really can't get my head around it.
You're not the only one, bruv. You're not the only one. What can we do? People, make sure you join us over there in about 5 minutes. And hopefully, if we hear some news in the next day or two, or else it's going to be another rinse and repeat season. But love to all of you joined us for the watch long. If you haven't already, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're on the road to 30k. At the moment, we're sitting on, I'll give you the exact number we're sitting on. What are we sitting on? We need 120 more subscribers, guys. Can we do that between now and the end of the summer? Can we do that before the Chelsea game, guys? Just shy of a week. We need 120 subs.
Can we do that before the end of the night? Come on, people.
That'd be phenomenal.
Come on, people. Come on, people.
Let's see. Maths. How much do I got to invest for all the LFC top YouTubers to do FSG out calling show, sync channels, certain channels waiting for for that Klopp interview? I don't even know if we can legally sync all the channels together. But I'd love to make that happen.
Yeah. That would be one hell of a show, boy.
Trust me. Well, people, as we said, we're going to do a very short Monday night live show. So make sure you come back in 5 minutes and we'll see you then. Enough love to you all. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish right, people. Take care.
Back in a bit.